Top 5 most annoying anime tropes that give me negative energy. Okay, let's establish that anime has been around for quite some time, and there are a lot, and I mean a lot of animes. So there are bound to be a few cliches here and there that will pop up and sometimes overstay their welcome. Here are my top 5 anime cliches that just happen to annoy the fuck out of me. Number 5. That tsundere is an ancient species that has been around since man first laid eyes on woman, and the woman yelled back "Sasi baka," only to slap him and run away. Every anime I can guarantee will have a tsundere in one shape or another. However, that really isn't the problem. The problem starts when they become a love interest or one of the many. Now don't get me wrong, tsunderes can be quite adorable sometimes, and I don't know if it's just me, but I absolutely love seeing the walls around a person's heart tear down over time by their love interest and becoming a better person over time because of it. The thing I can't stand is how violent and abusive these bitches can get. I know it's all a fantasy at the end of the day, but unless the person you like is extremely patient or is a masochist, then I don't see how this approach would ever work, and I'm very surprised how often that tsunderes end up winning in harem animes. Not only can they be pretty violent towards their love interest, but they can sometimes be downright rude and berate the MC in some of the most harsh ways. Again, holy shit, can the MC stand to be around someone like that? I mean, we as an audience know that they are a good person and we want those walls to eventually break down so that they can get closer, but let's be honest, if we were in the MC shoes, we'd all call that girl a bitch. Number 4. The Holy Trinity. Okay, I don't know if it's just me, but shonen animes, especially nowadays, seem to have the same formula of a trio of main characters in almost each and every shonen now. Again, I know this has been done in the past, but the trio of characters formula I noticed has consisted of the optimistic, probably orphaned, dreamer with the goal of becoming the best in something, who is also the main one of the trio. Then you have the emo edgelord who's all business and not here to make friends until they eventually do out of respect for the dreamer's tenacity. And lastly, you have the third one, usually a girl, who is the bossy know-it-all hard ass that the first two probably don't like at first but eventually all come together as a team. Camaraderie is always nice to see, and this formula definitely seems to work since it's everywhere, but at the same time, let's be honest, this is the holy trinity of anime protagonists. Number 3. Magical hands. Okay, let's say you're on your way to class or work and you're walking minding your own business when suddenly out of nowhere this very cute girl runs into you, or vice versa, and you both fall to the floor. Now depending on how you fell, it can take a few seconds to get your bearings again, but once you do, you realize what exactly cushioned your fall and have about a second to explain yourself before shit hits the fan, because it turns out you somehow landed with your fucking hands in the girl's bra and are copping her bare chest and is about to beat you within an inch of your life. I'm sorry, what? Okay, I can understand if you grabbed her top on accident, but holy shit, some animes take the accidental pervert feel to the extreme. One example I can think of that was so stupid it straight up made me laugh was in the anime To Love Ru, and I forget who it was, but Rito had ran quote unquote into one of the heroines and somehow his hand fucking slipped into the area the sacred cloth, the pantsuit, is supposed to protect. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, that accidental copper feel shit needs to stop. I mean, don't get me wrong, accidents do happen, but at the same time, if it happens so damn much it's a cliche, at what point does it stop being an accident? Number 2. Confession interruptions. Hoo boy, here we go. Now this is something that actually pisses me off, especially when we are 200 plus chapters into a manga or something, and we have been patiently waiting for a confession, only to have some ashad go and fuck it all up, because they are completely oblivious to the situation or actively trying to stop said confession cause they are also trying to get this out first. I will admit that tends to happen more in harem animes cause, like I said, there are multiple girls competing for the MC's affection, but it only truly bothers me when the show is blatantly overstaying its welcome. However, I find the oblivious character ruining the moment way more infuriating, because if you have especially been waiting for a confession all season and they ruin it, you just absolutely wanna punch the smugness off their faces. Seriously, fuck those people that can't read the room. One last thing I want to mention is how much respect I have for the animes that actually do have their confession somewhere in the middle of their run. I mean they know why we're here and just dragging any confession out till the very end of a series due to miscommunication or just pussying out is just a recipe for downfall. Number 1. The beach episode. Yes, I like fan service, but hear me out. Let's be honest here, the beach episode is probably one of the most predictable and sometimes boring filler episodes that can ever fill up an episode slot unless it's an over. Trust me, there is a difference. But seriously, think about it. Most if not all beach episodes are the same, with the dudes trying to have fun by themselves until the ladies come out in their swimwear and suddenly the whole world stops to admire the girls with the camera panning over them from the bottom up. Sometimes with different and exquisite angles like some fashion show. Again, nothing wrong with it, and a lot of the times I enjoy it, but sometimes they just have no business being in the show, especially given the setting sometimes. And while it is good for the characters to unwind, especially after they have been through so much, at the same time, there is a reason why this cliche is universally called the beach episode, even when it's at a pool, cause it only exists for one purpose each and every time. To have our waifus show some skin with amazing swimwear fashion that I swear I've never seen in real life. Like seriously, other than maybe color patterns, everybody I've seen has basic ass bikinis, but anime swimwear tends to go all out with it on some JoJo designs. God bless them for that though. Well, that's gonna do it for me. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up, and tell me down below what are some of your most annoying cliches. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Later.